Where is she?
She's in Idaho.
Okay.
So I need to pay you. But you're nice to ask. I mean, Will felt better.
Good.
Felt better.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be able to deal with everything today. For the amount of emails and letters I've had, it just bad stuff.
Yeah.
Without doing something.
I'm so glad that was helpful for you. I felt like I had a big shift too, so it's awesome. Come on, Buttercup. Otis, stop eating your feet. Come here. Get over here.
So, but you're nice to have, but it's like, so, I mean, I guess got family trauma, and it's all over money and energy. And,
usually is.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't have to tell you, it's like, my brother's an attorney, his wife's an attorney.
Oh dear.
It's
super complicated, and it doesn't have to be.
My mom's alive at 91, and she's been pretty good until the last 6 months, and then she's slipping, and I don't know what they're giving her and not giving her.
Oh, yeah.
They're isolating her.
Oh, that's the worst.
And,
oh, dear.
You know, they said all this stuff bad about me, and I'm like,
oh, dear.
I don't even call. I used to call her every day. I don't anymore because I feel like every time I do, they use it against me. Like I talked to her yesterday and sent her some stuff mail that she asked for. And I think the minutes intercepted her mail and stuff because I get an email stating all this stuff that I don't care, but it's like being used against me.
Wow, it'll bite him in the ass. 100%. No, it'll totally whiplash. No, it'll totally just walk in self-forgiveness and forgiveness for them as much as you can. And it's really hard. Well, but it's important for you too. It is important. It is important for you, and it's important for your mother and your connection to your mother, for you to be able to get to that.
Come up and see me, and I'm like, I can't. I really can't because they're going to use it against me. And all the people that my brother is surrounded her with are all just evil. They really are, including my stepsister, who I didn't know until my stepdad got old and she showed up out of the blue. I grew up with her sister, not her. When he got older, and all of a sudden she showed up. And she's just, you know, if someone has no irises on their eyes and they're just,
oh, that's
you got pretty blue eyes, they're just dark. And they're kind of like,
oh, that's really creepy.
You know what I mean? And it's I just try to stay neutral with her because I don't want to be under bad stuff.
Yeah, wow.
So, and then one lady's helping my mom, she is just a liar. Like one guy who's trying to help my mom. My mom wanted to go to the mailbox. Well, they took her car keys and had the mailbox key on it because she's not supposed to drive. She knows she doesn't want to drive. But no one can find the keys. No, I'm going. So the guy who helps and doesn't like all these other people, he's like, they're all crazy. He's like, I just went down and it's a small town and I went to the postmaster and the postmaster let her get her mail. But I don't think she's gotten any of her mail for the last couple of months. Do you know what I mean? And it's like,
wow, that's really intense.
That is what is stressing me out.
Sure.
You know, and I'm like, I told my mom a bunch of this stuff. And she's like,
well, do you pray?
I'm trying to find faith.
Well, you know, prayer is a very interesting tool. And when you write your prayers down, when you write them as a letter to God or a letter to whatever you believe in, universe or source or whatever, they're really, really powerful. And it's very helpful for you to release that too.
Yeah, I jumped on that Hallow app. That's prayers every morning. It's Mark Wahlberg. It's on my iPhone. And there's a bunch
Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, there's a bunch of prayer stuff on it.
Salam, Rosie.
It's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy for me.
Oh, I didn't know that he did stuff like that. Oh, okay. So it's Catholic based? Oh, okay.
That's okay, because I need something that can be.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of organized religion, but that's a whole nother story. I'm just speaking in general about the power of prayer, and it is in love that you're sending this prayer, and you're also asking for guidance, you know, and it's a letting go and letting God, however you view God, however you view that, or you want to feel it,
And I'm
right?
not Catholic. I grew up Mormon, but then I'm Jack Mormon. We had to get all together before the church was open. So
Good for you.
exactly.
Good for you. That's a real fucked up religion. Are we live? Yeah. Oh, great. Sorry.
But anyway, you know, so
No, it's really intense. You are. You're gonna have like your voice altered and everything on the camera. Well, our family is our best teacher. They really are. Our family is our best teacher, and often it's a lineage line of repetitive toxicity or old patterns of scarcity, because they're obviously got scarcity issues. It sounds like. It sounds like it, because typically fighting over money is the bottom line is scarcity issue, and well, that it all boils down to scarcity. You know, like I don't have enough, so I got to have more. Right? Exactly. So this is where this attitude of gratitude comes in so beautifully into play, because if we're just grateful for the fact that we wake up and we're breathing and we're alive, we have, you know, a roof over our head. And I mean, there's all kinds of things we can be grateful for materialistically, but I just wake up and I'm like, wow, I'm taking a deep breath, and I'm so grateful just to be breathing and waking up to another day. That's where I start. And it has made a huge shift in my life in the last couple of years, just doing that very simple practice. I call it my meditation. So it's true. Yeah. Well, and it's hard. And I think it's important to be able to express your anger in a healthy way, too. I don't see anything wrong with that. And I think it's important that we know how to do that, too, because we've never been taught, honestly, how to express anger in a healthy fashion. And so, you know, expressing, because we're designed, our heart is designed to hold these four feelings. It's designed for that: fear, sadness, anger, and joy. And so when we really comprehend that, yeah, yeah. Well, no, but right. See, this is what I'm saying is that we've been taught that to be afraid is bad, and to be angry is bad, or to express anger can be, you know, mostly bad. And sadness, well, the grieving and all that, yeah. But it's like, get over it. We hear a lot of that. Okay, you have a finite period you can be sad, and then you need to get over it. Well, that's not right. Sometimes you have to take longer, or maybe you're sad your whole life for things because you're super sensitive. Who knows? But is that you? You're a super sensitive guy? When is your birthday? Big old kitty cat over here. August the 10th. Okay, well, anyway, this practice is so useful for when we're going through intense stuff like this, because it works real fast. As you found out last night, you had a big shift just in one time coming. And what we're going to practice tonight is another one that really works really quickly and very effectively for longer periods of time. The more that you utilize it and you put it into practice on a regular basis, it changes your life. I mean, I came into this practice right when I turned 50, and I had practiced other yoga prior to that and had profound experiences of healing, but there was a missing piece. And when Kundalini came to me, the energy came to me, presented itself, and said, "Okay, you're ready now for this," because I'm a teacher, so it had to present itself when I was ready to hold it and then deliver it. That's what I think, anyway. But it dramatically changed my life, and that was 18 years ago. So, you know, it's phenomenal. I love it, and I really don't practice anything else. I do some other exercise or whatever, but I rely on it for everything because there's something for everything in my life that I can find in this practice that helps me, supports me. So we're going to talk tonight, and I'm going to teach you, because I know you'd mentioned you're having trouble sleeping. So we're going to go through a little bit of a basics class on how to get ready to go to sleep tonight. How does that sound? Yeah, because it is a preparation and it is a ritual to get ready to go to bed and end your day. So, you set the intention at a certain time of the day, you want to unplug. That's the first thing. You put your phone away. For me, it's around 8 o'clock. I try to do it a little earlier, but I don't know. 8 o'clock seems to be a sweet spot for me. Yeah, and sometimes I put the phone away earlier than that, and I used to sleep with the phone next to my bed, but in the last month, I've made a conscious effort to move my phone into the kitchen at night. And I realized that the reason that I was putting my phone next to my bed is I was scared. There was this sense of fear that I would need my phone in the middle of the night for an emergency or something. Okay, good. So I just made an agreement with me and my higher source and said, okay, I'm just going to rely that everything is going to be okay until I can get to my phone in the morning. And if it's a real emergency, someone will come and pound on the door. And that's because all my kids are here and they all know where they can find me. So it's not a big deal. Yeah, there's that too. Well, I have the Alexa. I have the Alexa next to my bed. I have a little echo thing, so I set timers for that. So, there's ways of still using technology, but my point is that we really want to unplug from the phone. That's the number one thing. That's such a distraction and an energy disruption.
Yeah, mine rings and I jump.
Yeah. So that's the first thing, and then the second thing is then we start to do whatever we like to do to unwind, whether it be go for a walk or do some easy movement or take a bath or a shower. In other words, we're intentionally starting to unwind, right? And so whatever that looks like for you, for me, it looks like I might have a nice cup of herbal tea, and then I'm going to make my amazing salt bath. I do this incredible salt bath with crystals in the tub and oil and all this kind of stuff. And I do this whole self-care physical ritual, which is really, really relaxing for me. And I get in the tub, and then I get out of the tub, and then I might read for a little bit, and I'm out. And I sleep pretty well after that. Sometimes, though, I'll do a breath practice. And so the breath practice that we're going to do tonight, before we get ready to actually lie down, right before we get ready to do our script part, is a tried and true breath practice that's recommended for curing and relieving insomnia and stress-related insomnia in particular. So it helps you to regulate in a way that you are a better lover, you're a better fighter, you're a lot better of a producer. You have a lot more creativity, and it's a great nervous system regulator. So it's called Shabad Kriya, and it's real easy to do. So we're going to do that tonight. And then, you want to have your room to be dark. You want to have nice, clean sheets. You want to, whatever you're wearing to go to bed, you want to be comfortable in that. So there's all this preparation that you do. And I don't know, Maggie said she sleeps on her biomat. So you're getting that resonance, and you all sleep together.
No, I stay away from her. The bed is too hot.
So see?
I'm a light sleeper, and I don't want to wake her up. So I'm usually on the couch or somewhere else.
Okay. That's not good.
I know.
All right. So there's got to be a compromise. So she can turn the mat off and still gain benefit. Does she know that? Because there's no fucking way I can sleep with that biomat on and sleep at night. There's no way. I would be like a piece of toast. After about two hours, I'd wake up in a pool of sweat.
She's not listening. She's listening.
No, it's okay. You have to communicate this stuff to your partner. It's important. So that's part of your, homework, I suppose, is to communicate that. But If you have the biomat in the bed, you don't have to have it turned on to gain benefit from the crystals and the resonance that that mat is producing. It's incredible, that mat. I've had my mat for like 25 years. And I used to have one of those great big ones that covered the whole bed, but it was too much. So I had to get rid of it. But anyway, yeah. So you have to do things that will work for you. But sleeping on the couch there's no way you're going to get a good night's sleep like that. Well, maybe having your own room would be better suited, and maybe you have that conversation.
Yeah.
And that's okay. A lot of couples create that space for themselves to be able to go into their own bedrooms, their own space of rest separately. And there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Because I woke up at 1:30 and then went back to sleep and woke up at 4.
Yeah, well, it's probably because you're uncomfortable on the couch is what I'm guessing. A couch is not a healthy place to sleep at all. It's not. There's material in the couch that's not suitable for resting of your body. I mean, it's not good. Okay. Period. Okay. So there's something else you can add to your checklist. But yeah, I saw an article about that there is a trend that couples are being very honest and open with themselves in that they're still very much in love and very much connected in their marriage or their relationship, however it is for them, but they sleep separately and they have totally separate living spaces in that sense of sleeping primarily. One couple even had 2 separate apartments next to each other. That was pretty extreme, I thought, but they were very happy, and they did this whole, article about them and how they made time to be together and all of that, and it worked out really well for them. But I think that being able to have your separate living space, if it's just not conducive, if you're both shifting in a space of, well, I really want to have it this way in our bedroom, and particularly in the bed, then there's compromise there. We have a sleep number bed because we went round and round for years about the mattress being, I wanted it softer, he wanted it firmer. And I'm like, okay, I found out about this sleep number bed. Excuse me. Let's go spend a lot of money and buy this sleep number bed. So we did. We love it because we can then, control how each side of the bed, and it's one of those split weird things, but it works. And then I have my side a little bit elevated and he likes to be flat. So all of that. So it works out just great. So there's options. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, and then they have them even that are cool. They have the cooling ones. So there's all kinds of options. But rather than going to sleep on the couch, I think it's probably a good idea to have that conversation. I mean, I've only just met you all, but I feel like Maggie is a super intelligent, very sharp gal, and she'll probably be open and willing to have this conversation with you. It's all good. I have a way of getting people to tell me everything. It's like the truth serum starts oozing out of my pores. So, but it's confidential. If we want to keep it confidential, it's totally, whatever. But what I want to do tonight is I want to do an emotional balance movement before we start with some Kundalini practice. It's very gentle and you'll love it. It's real good for the back. Makes your hips feel really good. And then we're going to do the Shabad Kriya breath practice, and then we'll do this very long Yoga Nidra practice, and we're going to be using the Pluto gong a lot tonight. So there's a lot of pretty heavy energy that's happening on the planet right now, and really won't alleviate until the end of November. And so we're going to use this Pluto frequency whenever we do the Yoga Nidra. Now I feel like this will be our gong of choice because Pluto is a very beautiful energy of transformation, and it's very compact, so it works in a much more heightened way because it is so compact. But you'll just relax, and I'm going to have you get into a very specific rest nest, and I'll guide you through that whole process. This is Rosie's favorite class.
You get like 8 hours of sleep.
She always passes out, and we have to wake her up afterwards. And you are recommended to not fall asleep, but if you fall asleep, it's absolutely fine. You obviously need it, and it's not a big deal. But we do wake you up. We don't let you spend the night here. Okay. We have spent the night here, but we didn't sleep here. We slept at the collective. We do crazy, wacky things. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, we died, and then we slept, and then we rose again. We resurrected. We should do that this year. Maybe. Rosie's putting. Oh, we'll make it work. It's not a big deal. Yeah. Okay, well, sit up. Let's get going. So let's start with rubbing the hands together. And so do you remember you're going to sit on that green pillow or that bolster? Yeah, sit all the way up there. There you go. Perfect. Good. Nice. So we want the spine to be nice and straight. And keep rubbing the hands together. And when you're ready, close your eyes. Start to lengthen the spine. Good. So we're stimulating our brain. We're working with the 5 elemental forces, which are in our hands: earth, fire, air, water, and ether. The hands are directly connected to the neurons of the brain. Keep rubbing. Good. Let's press and consolidate this energy and bring it into the heart center. So the backs of the thumbs rest right in the center of the chest. Relax the shoulders. Sit a little taller. Soften your mouth and your eyes. Soften around these parts of the face. Soften your belly. Take some nice, easy breaths. Just start to soften, but remain sitting tall. Grateful for our body, our breath, our mind, this beautiful opportunity that we create when we come together and practice, share each other's hearts and desires and dreams and visions, supporting each other in the spirit of group consciousness and community. So we'll inhale through our nose and exhale through the mouth 3 times. Good. And then we'll just sit for a moment and just feel that shift. And we'll tune in with Om Namo Gurudev Namo. I bow to the teacher within me. I bow to the teachings that are in everything. Let's inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a deep breath in. Holding your breath, squeeze the body, squeeze everything around the spine, at the base of the spine, direct the energy up. And then exhale, softening, relaxing, and feel this energy begin to rise from the base of the spine. It's the Kundalini Shakti energy. It's rising up, 3.5 cycle pattern. It's bringing all of the chakra energies online. And we'll use the energy band of our arc line, which is our halo. at the hairline. This is a connector band that will feed all this heightened energy now and the Kundalini into our auric field and radiant bodies. And we'll utilize another mantra and expand all of this light and energy with the light of truth. Ajagade name, Jugadagade name, Satagade name, Siddhi Gurudeve name, Ajagade name, Jugadagade name, Satagade name, Siddhi Gurudeve name, Ajagade name, Jugadagade name, Satagade name, Siddhi Gurudeve name. Inhale, holding the breath, squeezing the body, expanding your light, clear, bright, radiant, all directions. Let's merge together and beam to infinity and beyond, sending a message of peace, hope, love, unity. And exhale. I'm grateful for our light team, the ancestors, the guides, angels, sages, rishis, the avatars, always present and always with us. Sana. Good. Okay, let's start with coming to all fours, and we'll just do some nice gentle cat-cows to begin with. So moving things off your mat so you have enough space to come into this position. So your hands are underneath the shoulders. Spread your fingers wide. And put the weight into the fingertips out of the wrist. So your knees are hip width. All right. And this is just part of some gentle movement you can do at the end of your day when you're getting ready to just wind down and get ready for sleep. Your heels are touching. So we'll exhale and arch our back up, dropping the head. Pull the navel up to the spine. Then inhale and arch the spine down and lift the head up. Exhale. Arching up, head down, navel in. Inhale, push the navel out. Lifting the head, open the throat. Keep going. Smoothly moving the spine up and down. Powerfully breathing through the nose. Head moves up and down. Navel pushes in and out. Listen to yourself breathing. Feeling the spine, getting a nice massage, flexing it up and down this way, stimulates all the circulation and all the tissue and joints, space between each vertebrae. Keep going. This is starting to regulate your nervous system. Creating a little bit more flexibility in the spine, which creates more flexibility in your body and your mind. Good. Now inhale, head up. Hold the breath, pushing the navel out. Just tighten the body. Now exhale. Pull the navel up to the spine. Hold all the breath out for a few seconds. Nice. And then relaxing. Now we'll sit back on the heels. Open the knees wide. Stretch the arms forward. Put your palms together. If you need a little bit more support, slide that bolster underneath your body so that you have something that you can just basically come over on top of. But try to sit your hips back towards your heels as best as you can. Open up the low back. Create a little bit more flexibility in the knees. Breathe long and deep. And as you create this chamber, this posture creates a chamber. I want you to hear yourself breathing. Just relax into this space. Of the breath. And I invite you to start to create an intention for our practice tonight. This is a sacred space. This is a sacred practice in the sense that you're coming for your own self-care. And our intention tonight, our seed of intention that we're going to be planting is I feel deeply loved and fulfilled in all my relationships. Since we're still somewhat in this Libra new moon and eclipse activation, which is all about harmonizing relationships, we can really put this intention into a strong planting and a sense of seeding it firmly. I feel deeply loved and fulfilled in all my relationships. Good, and then we will rise up. Okay, now we'll sit, and we're going to sit comfortably cross-legged. Once more, I want you to sit on something. Good. So let's put our hands on the knees, and we'll start to rotate the body to the left. Closing our eyes and just gently move so that you feel a gentle pressure at the base of the spine with this counterclockwise rotation. Let your breath synchronize with this movement. Excuse me. And just feel again that you're unwinding your day. Unwinding any tension. Just opening yourself up to be nice and relaxed. A couple more this way and we'll switch and go the other way in a minute. Okay, let's go the other way now. So we do often encounter a lot of rigidity in thought, in judgment, in projection of all that, of feeling right or just being judgmental, being very rigid in concept. So all of this movement helps us to keep our heart open. It helps us to unwind from any sense of having to be rigid about anything. There's always a choice. And we have a saying in this yoga that there's a way through every block. Vibrate the cosmos, and the cosmos shall clear the path. Okay, one more. Nice. Now inhale and stretch up through the crown of the head, pull down through the tailbone, and then relax. Now bring your hands to the tops of the shoulders, fingers in front, thumbs in the back, and we'll inhale, twist left, and exhale, twist right. Letting the head gently turn, keeping your spine lengthened and the chest lifted, smoothly turning. Eyes are closed and rolled up to the third eye point. You can twist at your own speed and own pace. As you're twisting left, vibrate the mantra Sat. As you're twisting right, vibrate the mantra Nam. This is a mental affirmation affirming I am truth. Truth is my identity. This is vibrating the cosmos, and the cosmos shall clear the path. Two more. Smoothly turning. Keep the ribs open. Again, the spine is lengthened. Smoothly turning. Nice. Inhale, center. Holding the breath. Now squeeze the rectum, lift the sex organs, pelvic floor, navel in and up. And then relax. Now relax the hands onto your knees. And we'll shrug our shoulders. Inhale, shrug up. Exhale, drop. Keep vibrating that mantra Sat Nam. If you want to do an English word, a great one is victory. Just vibrate victory. So we're releasing any tension that can be in the shoulders. This is often where we tend to hold a lot of tension. Just the way we live our life, driving, at the computer, on our phones, sitting in chairs. All that tends to create tension in the shoulders. This helps to open them up, relax the shoulders so they're not locked. Opening up the throat chakra, the fifth chakra, gateway to the third eye in the crown. So the Kundalini can complete its cycle, moving all the way from the base of the spine to the crown, where it flows out and flows all around you, feeding the auric field, and then enters again through the root. It's a constant process. Okay, inhale, squeeze up, hold, steady, squeeze, strong, tight, consolidated, relax, exhale. Let's roll our head, go whatever direction you want. It's nice and easy. Take your time. Long deep breath. This mantra sequence that we're listening to is a very, very old, ancient Vedic mantra sequence that balances all the chakras very, very, very effectively. It's very harmonizing. It's very relaxing. It's also very stimulating. Next time the head goes down, reverse. So these movements that we were just doing, cat-cow, and then coming to sit, and doing Sufi grind, and then twisting, and then shoulder shrugs, and now head rolls are great to do as you're getting ready to go to bed. Okay, now we'll inhale and stretch up and pull up through the crown of the head, pull down through the tailbone, and relax. Nice. Okay, we'll stand up now. And we'll be doing this, what is called this emotional balance kriya. And the first part of this kriya is to do what they call miracle bends. So miracle bends are this series of literally, we're going to bring our feet hip width apart. We're going to bring our hands together, not locking the thumbs, but just put them together. And we'll stretch back about 20 degrees. And we'll hold this, and we're going to breathe. Okay? So you're going to stretch back 20 degrees. So your hands are like this, Rosie. Now turn the head. Yep, like that. And then you're going to look up at the ceiling. Yep, good. Now, bring your arms down. Okay, so that's one position that we can do that. A little bit more of an advanced position, just try it, see how you do, is to put the legs together, but make your feet into a V. See if you can go back with your legs like that. It's going to put a little bit more core strength into this process. If you're feeling like you're pretty balanced this way, then stay in that posture. Otherwise, bring the feet hip width apart. We're going to hold this and breathe. Keep stretching up through the fingers and reaching up and back. It's only a slight bend back, about 20 degrees, which isn't very much. But we're stretching and opening the navel point. Try to breathe in and out through the nose. We're here for about another 45 seconds. Keep reaching up and back. Don't collapse into the low back. Keep a gentle lift up through the pelvic floor. 10 more seconds. Good. Now inhale, and then exhale very slowly. Come down with lengthened spine. Keep your arms hugging the ears. Soft bend in the knees. We're going to come all the way down. And as we come down, we're going to put our hands onto the floor. Now, if it's too much for you to reach the floor, grab that pillow and put a pillow so you can put your hands on something. We're going to keep a soft bend in the knees. We're going to be here now and breathe. Long deep breath. Long deep breath. Head is heavy. We feel that we're not just hanging here, but we have some sense of dynamic action. Bit of an isometric engagement. So we have our feet firmly planted. The legs are active. Little bend in the knees. And we're reaching with the arms, and the hands are on something. So if we're having our hands on a pillow, we're pressing down with the hands. Bringing the nose towards the knees. Here for 20 more seconds. Keep your weight even in the toes and the heels. Don't lean too far back. Don't lean too far forward. Be mindful of that. 10 more seconds. Good. Now, put your hands on your legs and slowly roll up. Roll up. So we're stacking the spine. Okay, cool. Now shake out your arms and legs. So we're going to go back now into that forward bend. But this time when we go back in the forward bend, we're going to hold the breath in and pump the navel with the breath held in. It's not making the breath go in and out like breath of fire or anything. We're just holding the breath and we're moving the navel. And then we're going to breathe all the breath out, and we're going to do the same thing with the breath held out. Okay? If you start to feel weird, like you're going to faint or throw up, stop, sit down. Okay? Got it? No, I'm serious. You're not allowed to do that in here. Yeah. Okay, good. Just, it's a word of caution because it's very powerful doing this with the head down like this. So we're going to be in this posture for about a minute and a half. You'll see. Okay, you ready? Are you ready? Yeah? Okay, here we go. We're going to stretch up first. Now, exhale, come down. Soft bend to the knees. Come all the way down. Good. Now, you have your hands on something, right? Okay, good. Now, we'll inhale. Hold the breath in and pump the navel. And when you need to, breathe all the breath out. Hold the breath out and pump the navel. And continue. 10 more seconds. Good. Relax. Slowly roll up. Put your hands on your body. Come up very slowly. Head is coming up last. Okay, good. Now, we're going to open our legs wide as we can. We're going to have our arms just by the sides here with the wrists and the hands hanging limply. And we'll hold this just nice and easy and rotate the hips. Just the hips. Good. Nice and smooth. This is actually a very powerful exercise that historically was taught to armies before they went to the soldiers, the warriors, before they went into battle, as it gives you great stamina. So nice and smooth. You're rotating the hips. You can close your eyes and just really feel your hips rotating in this nice, easy, smooth circle. Again, keep your feet firmly balanced. Elbows by your side, forearms parallel to the floor, and the hands and the wrists just dangling. Got about 30 more seconds. Good. Now, inhale, center. Holding the breath, squeeze the rectum, lift the sex organs, pelvic floor, navel in and up, root lock, and relax. Beautiful. Okay, we'll bring the feet. This is the last part of this exercise. We'll bring the feet like hip width, maybe a tiny bit narrower. And this is an interesting exercise because it's for the brain to balance. So I'll show you what it looks like first if you want to watch. We're going to extend the arms out and we'll bring the right arm up and the left arm down. So we're doing these concentric circles. And then we're going to start to go forward halfway. And then we're going to come up halfway. We're going to lean back just a little bit and then go forward. This is probably going to really twist your head, like really good, Rosie, go. Go, Rosie, go. Yeah, so start with the arms out in front. Bring the right arm up, the left arm down. Yep. And then start going forward. So we're doing these concentric circles. Remember, this is to balance our emotions, balancing the brain as well. So keep going. Once you get into the rhythm, this actually feels really good. Stretching back just a little bit and just keep going. Your breath will naturally adjust. We have about 30 more seconds. This is also unlocking the shoulders, balancing the hemispheres of the brain, and improving your motor coordination tremendously. It's great for cognitive function. A little bit more. Okay, and then coming up and stretch up. Inhale. And exhale, float the arms down. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to sit now. Whew. Get some water on your way down. Take your time. How do you feel? Nice and relaxed? Starting to get there anyway? Good. So we'll do now this Shabad Kriya that I had mentioned. Is a really powerful breath practice to teach yourself. So that you can regulate your pranic balance and regulate your nervous system in a way that is very relaxing. So we're going to take our left hand and put it up in the lap, and the back of the right hand rest inside of the left. Now, we're going to touch the thumb tips together and point them forward. So we sit with a nice straight spine, and our eyes are going to be looking down to the tip of the nose. And we're going to lock the eyes here. Okay? Now, this is a very special, very specific breath rhythm. So we're going to breathe in strokes. We're going to breathe in 4 strokes while we totally fill the lungs on those 4 strokes. And we're going to hold the breath. And while I was doing that 4 strokes, I'm mentally vibrating sa, ta, na, ma. I'm going to hold that breath for 4 cycles of that. Satanama, 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 satanama. And then powerfully breathe all the breath out in 2 strokes with vibrating the mantra Wahe Guru. So I'll show you what it looks like. It's going to look like this. So you want to really use the diaphragm. And you want to use the diaphragm in a way that you're filling the lungs completely on those 4 strokes in while you're mentally vibrating sa, ta, na, ma. And you're going to hold for those 4 cycles. So it's 22 cycles total. And then we're going to powerfully breathe out twice, emptying the lungs completely on the 2 strokes out with Wahe Guru. So what this is doing, Satanama are the 5 sounds that the universe makes as it's creating. And it's also applicable to the cycle of infinity. It translates as birth, life, death, and rebirth. So we have this sense of connecting to our infinite energy, our infinite energetic self, our true identity, really. And then the Wahe Guru is, there's not a real direct transliteration for it, but it's essentially like, wow, the ecstasy of my awareness of being infinite in nature. So I'm going to say the mantra out loud. So we have a cycle and a rhythm to go with, all right? And then you guys will just keep going with it mentally while I'm saying it out loud. And then I'm going to stop and we're going to keep going. Because we're going to do this breath practice for about 10 minutes. Okay? It's great. Okay. It'll go by in a flash. Are you ready? So setting yourself. So begin 4 strokes in. Sa, ta, na, ma. Hold the breath. Satanama, 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 satanama. 2 strokes out. Wahe, Guru. Through the nose. Everything through the nose. Inhale, 4 strokes. Sa, ta, na, ma. Hold. Satanama, 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 satanama. Through the nose. Wahe, Guru. Sa, ta, na, ma. Satanama, 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 satanama. Wahe, Guru. Sa, ta, na, ma. Satanama, 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 satanama. Wahe, Guru. Sa, ta, na, ma. Satanama, 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 satanama. Wahe, Guru. Sa, ta, na, ma. Satanama, 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 satanama. Wahe Guru. Sa ta na ma. Satanama. 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 Wahe Guru. Sa ta na ma. Satanama. 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 Wahe Guru. Sa ta na ma. Satanama. 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 Wahe Guru. Sa ta na ma. Satanama. 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 Wahe Guru. Sa ta na ma. Satanama. 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 Wahe Guru. Sa ta na ma. Satanama. 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 Wahe Guru. Sa ta na ma. Satanama. 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 Wahe Guru. Keep going. Be very precise with the stroking of the breath. Clear ending and beginning of each breath, in and out. Filling the lungs completely on the 4 strokes in, emptying them completely on the 2 strokes out. Vibrating sa, ta, na, ma. Breathing out with Wahe Guru. Keep going. Good. Now just relax the breath. Just relax the breath. Just sit quietly for a few moments. Just feeling this shift of how your pranic energies have balanced. The pranic energies flow up, down, in a spiral, as well as project. If you really start to gain a mastery of how to work with these pranic airs, this pranic energy, it's a very, very powerful way of living. You can help to support people's healing. You can be very projective of pumping your energy for healing into others. You can also be very shielded from negativity and very attractive to very positive and abundant resources coming to you. And inhale and exhale. Nice. Okay, we're ready now to go into our Yoga Nidra rest house. You did that for 11 minutes. How about that? Right? So we're going to take all this now and you're going to lie down. So we're going to lie down in a very specific way. So you're going to take the bolster and put it behind your knees, very similar to what we did last night, but a little bit different, okay? Because we've got a few more props in hand that I'll demonstrate and guide you through how to use them. So as you get ready, you're going to put the bolster behind your knees, and then you've got 2 blankets at your feet. I do recommend that you cover yourself with both blankets, that you have a little bit of a weighted scenario on your body. If you want to keep your feet exposed, you can. If your body temperature requires that you have the feet exposed, that's fine. But just let the blankets cover you comfortably without any sense of bunching or lumpiness or anything like that. And then you're going to use, since you brought your own pillow, however you want to have your head supported is fine. The gold pillow and the green pillow is great. And then, Rosie, you've got a box of Kleenexes behind you. Can you reach it? Oh, darn it. So grab a Kleenex and, oh gosh, just almost there. So you're going to use 1 Kleenex and you have 3 eye bags there. You're going to take a Kleenex and put it across your face, fold it so it's not covering your nose, and then put the eye bag here. Then you're going to have an eye bag in each hand. So take your time and set yourself up and adjust your clothes and do all of that so that there's no lumpiness and bumpiness. I'm going to dim the lights. Okay, yes, please take care of whatever your bio needs are. Get some water if you need to. No problem. Good. So turn your palms up, Rosie. Yeah. Yeah, turn your palms up. Yeah, good. And I'm going to do it like this. How's that feel? Sure, this hand is not on the cold floor. How's that? Good? Okay, good. So take your time and get settled. James, there's no rush. You're welcome. So we're going to go on a journey together. The Yoga Nidra practice is designed to bring you into your superconscious theta brain wave state. So it starts to really clear the subconscious and the unconscious in a way that manages all the unprocessed thoughts and emotions. And our intention is, I feel deeply loved and fulfilled in all my relationships. So we're going to plant that intention as we get into our practice. Do try to set another intention to stay awake and aware. So as you're lying down in Shavasana, feet are apart, palms of the hands are facing upward. Close your eyes and quickly become motionless. Make any adjustments now. You want to try to not move until the practice is done. However, if you need to move, it's absolutely okay. Give yourself permission. Concentrate on Yoga Nidra for now. Just try to put all the problems and worries, just put them aside. Just concentrate on your Yoga Nidra practice right now. Take a long, deep breath. And as you breathe out, feel yourself letting go. Become aware of outside sounds. Become aware of distant sounds outside the building. Allow your sense of hearing to range into the distance, and then gradually withdraw it back into the space, back into this room. Develop your awareness of this room, yourself lying on the floor. Become aware of your body lying on the floor. Become aware of your breathing. Just be conscious you're breathing. Don't concentrate on the breath. Awareness of the breath and awareness of your body. Remember your purpose and say mentally to yourself, I'm going to practice Yoga Nidra. I will remain awake and I will not sleep. And now we'll state our resolution, our intention, clearly with full awareness and feeling 3 times. I feel deeply loved and fulfilled in all my relationships. I feel deeply loved and fulfilled in all my relationships. And you're very welcome to speak this out loud if you need to. Otherwise, just mentally say it to yourself. I feel deeply loved and fulfilled in all my relationships. And so it is. Now we move into rotation of consciousness. Awareness of different parts of the body by taking a trip through the body. Let your mind jump freely from one part to the next. Right hand thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, side, waist, hip, right thigh, kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole, top of the foot, right toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left side, left hand thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, side, waist, hip, left thigh, kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole, top of the foot, left toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to the top of the head, forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, eyebrow center, right eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, right nostril, right cheek, left cheek, upper lip, lower lip, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right chest, left chest, middle of the chest, navel, upper abdomen, lower abdomen, right groin, right thigh, right knee, right calf muscle, left calf muscle, right ankle, right toes, left toes. Now the back, right sole, right heel, right calf muscle, back of the right knee, back of the left knee, back of the right thigh, back of the left thigh, right buttock, right hip, whole spine, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, back of the neck, back of the head, top of the head, major parts, whole right leg, whole left leg, both legs together, whole right arm, whole left arm, both arms together, whole of the head together, whole of the back together, whole front together, whole body together, whole body together. Whole right leg, whole left leg, both legs together, whole right arm, whole left arm, both arms together, whole of the head together, whole of the back together, whole front together, whole body together, whole body together. Become aware of the meeting points between body and floor. Concentrate on them for a short time. Feel the meeting points between the body and the floor intensely and evenly. Bring your attention to the soles of the feet. Feel the skin on the soles of your feet, from the heels to the tips of the toes. Go to the palms of your hands. Feel the skin on the palms of your hands and fingers. Feel the skin and also become aware of the lines on your palms and fingers intensely with full awareness. Bring your awareness to the face. Become aware of the skin on your face. Develop your awareness. Develop your awareness of the skin on your forehead, cheeks, and chin. Become aware of any lines on your face. Bring your attention to the eyelids. Feel the meeting points between the eyelids. And now the lips. Feel the meeting points between the lips intensely with feeling. Now bring your attention to the natural breath. Become aware you're breathing quietly and slowly. Become conscious of your breathing and nothing else. Concentrate now on the flow of the breath between the navel and the throat. Feel the breath moving along this passage. As you inhale, the air rises from the navel to the throat. As you exhale, falls from throat to navel. Become aware of this. Now become aware of the breath through the nostrils. The natural breath flowing through both nostrils, meeting at the top to form a triangle. Think of the breaths as starting separately from a distance, drawing near and uniting in the eyebrow center. Now begin mental awareness of breathing through alternate nostrils. Counting backwards. 56, inhale left nostril. 56, exhale right nostril. 55, inhale right nostril. 55, exhale left nostril. 54, inhale left nostril. 54, inhale right nostril. Keep going, inhaling and exhaling, mentally counting backwards. If you make a mistake or you forget your count, start back again at 56, counting each breath as one and going backwards. Full awareness of mental alternate nostril breathing and counting. Are you awake? Are you aware? Continue counting with total awareness. Continue with total awareness. Now stop counting. Just breathe a natural breath, breathing through the nostrils, inhaling and exhaling. Become aware of Chitakasha, the inner space you see behind your forehead. Develop your awareness of this space, an infinite space that extends as far as you can see, as low or as high, as wide as you can see. Become aware of this space. Be totally aware but not involved. Observe it as if you were watching a movie. What you see is a projection of your subconscious. If you see patterns, it's just simply the way your mind is manifesting. Maintain your awareness and continue. Good. Now bring your attention to the eyebrow center. Focus your attention on the eyebrow center. Become aware of a golden door. Become aware of a big, solid, golden door. Try to open that door. Now you're on the other side of the door, at the entrance of a dark cave. Visualize that dark cave. Deep within that cave, you can see a flaming light. Go towards the light, see what you can find. Within that light, there is a small golden egg, very bright. A small golden egg, small as a mustard seed, very small, very bright. Intensify your visualization. See the golden egg within the flaming light. These are symbols of yourself, your big self, and your little self. Now leave the flaming light and golden egg and pass back through the golden door. Bring your awareness back to the eyebrow center. Once again, become aware of the eyebrow center. Now see yourself setting out on a journey to climb a sacred mountain. You know that it is going to be a long and difficult climb, but you feel sure you will reach the summit. As you leave your hometown, you meet your guide, a person whom you've never met before, but you know he is a qualified and experienced guide. You find it difficult to assess his character as he is not very talkative, but as you want to make the journey, you follow him. The path you are following passes through a large forest, beneath a canopy of trees, crossing many streams. You come to an enormous lake, tranquilizing blue color, clear, fresh, and you stop. You and the guide drink the water and rest for a while. Continuing the journey, you begin to feel frustration and mistrust of the guide. The forest has become so dense, you cannot see far in any direction. The sacred mountain is completely obscured. You feel far from your home. However, after a little time, you begin to ascend, and the forest becomes less dense. You look back into the direction you came from. You see the forest, the rooftops of the houses of your town, sight of the town, and the tiredness of your body make you feel that the journey is perhaps useless, and you want to return to the comforts of your home and the friends you've left behind, but the guide insists you go on, and so you follow. The ascent becomes steeper. You are feeling tired, but the guide continues at his steady pace. Sometimes you feel angry at his relentless pace, but at other times you are grateful for his expertise in climbing the more difficult terrain and in avoiding places that would have been impossible for you to climb. The vegetation becomes less dense. The ground is rocky and rugged. All thoughts of home and past have gone as you need to concentrate completely on climbing, keeping up with the guide. Overcome by fatigue, you collapse on the ground to rest. You feel exhausted, defeated, and you do not care if the guide waits for you or not. The whole journey seems pointless. The guide comes to you, takes you by the hand, starts walking again. And with each step, he repeats the words, "I will." You find you are walking in step with him. and the sound of the words, I will, is echoing through your body and mind, giving you tremendous strength and energy. The guide releases your hand, but the words keep resounding in your mind as you follow him further upwards. As you near the top of the sacred mountain, the ascent is even more difficult, and the guide is far ahead of you. You trudge languidly on alone, finally reach the top, where the guide is waiting for you. As you observe the spectacular panoramic view, a feeling of exhilaration floods through your body and mind. The guide gives you a meaningful smile, and you are grateful to him for his forcefulness during the climb. You are exalted by the environment, overcome by a feeling you've never experienced before. You are still absorbed in this exhilaration when the guide says, "Follow me," and leaps from the peak, disappearing into space. Without a further thought, you follow. Now return your awareness to your Chitakasha. Return again to that inner space, the space you see behind the forehead. Watch this space carefully for colors or patterns that may emerge. No effort, just awareness of watching. Total awareness of watching with no involvement. Continue watching this space. Become aware of any images, any spontaneous thoughts that emerge. Try to become aware of these. Now, once more, become aware of your resolve. Remember the resolve you made at the beginning of this practice. This is the time now to repeat your resolve. State your resolve 3 times in the same words, the same attitude, feeling, and emphasis. I feel deeply loved and fulfilled in all my relationships. I feel deeply loved and fulfilled in all my relationships. I feel deeply loved and fulfilled in all my relationships. Once more, become aware of your breathing. Become aware of the natural breath. Become aware of the breath through the nostrils. Develop total awareness of the nostril breath. Continue practicing this. Just awareness of the breath through the nostrils.
Nidra,
Now extend your awareness of the breath to every part of the body. As you inhale, feel the life-giving force permeate your whole body. Take a long, slow, deep breath. Become aware of your relaxed body, aware of your physical existence. Develop awareness of your surroundings, the floor you're lying on, the room you're in. Externalize your attention. Please start making small movements in preparation for sitting up. Please take your time. There's no hurry. Practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Roll to one side if you like. Make your way up to sitting wherever you like. Only you know what's true for you. When you put the opinions of others above what you know to be true, when you make the mistake of taking your pulse from someone else's feelings, when you catch yourself beginning to believe what strangers say about you, when you let the energy of the external world question your innocence, when you feel yourself absorbing others' unfelt emotions and mistaking them for your own, say, I am not that. That's not who I am. And merge with the infinity of who and what you truly are. Let's bring our hands into prayer Nidra and bless ourselves, bless our loved ones, bless all beings on and beyond this planet, blessing our beautiful planet herself. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way home, guide your way home. Guide your way. Let's close with a long sag and a short hum. Go in beauty. Peace be with you. Till we meet again in the light of our hearts. So. Absolutely delighted that you came tonight. Yeah, I feel like this class was really just for you. It just totally came through, just for you, I feel. Rosie always gets what she needs too. Rosie, are you working the polls this year on top of your job? Please do. You're welcome to take them. We are being it's called Billy. And